Here we go, off of turn 12. We are green in Portland.
Sam Mayer with an incredible launch from that restart zone is able to take the line that he wants. You see he gets down into turn 1.
Left that door open, he's going around.
There goes Mayer. Off the front end of Shane Van Gisbergen. Riley Herbst comes through with the race lead.
Wow, I can't believe what I just saw there. Sam Mayer gets the lead, leaves the door open, and allows Shane Van Gisbergen to get inside. Locks up the wheel and turns him around.
Yeah, and we'll have to go back and look at that. It looked to me like Shane was trying to get slowed down. I was actually a little shocked from that view that we had. It seemed like Mayer felt like he had a little more of a gap on Shane and took that traditional line, but clearly left the door open and Shane filled the hole. Yeah,
Shane Van Gisbergen to the 97 inside of Riley Herbst through the corner. Nothing doing. Crossover. Here he is. SVG on point in Portland.
What a pass he made right there. It looked to me like the same thing we were going to see earlier with Cole Custer trying to get by. This is kind of the fake out that I talked about earlier. You see, oh, he locked out the rear brake.
Gets away from Cole Custer.
Go around.
Slides off track in turn 1.
So now he's going to have to complete this maze. He'll have to go all the way to the left here.
Ooh, that.
And get.
Missed it.
Yeah, he missed that first one, but I think he's going to be okay right there. You need to let them know that. And we see these guys right now flipping the stage.
Scheduled green flag pit stop. You do it here so you don't do it under caution at the end of the stage. Shane Van Gisbergen giving up the race lead. So Justin Allgaier takes over the race lead. He's in front of Riley Herbst, Sheldon Creed, Josh Bilicki up to 4th. Parker Kligerman is 5th.
It almost seems like Riley Herbst found a little something right here. You know, Justin was starting to drive away, and I know Shane pulled off the pit, but it's like Riley got behind these guys and maybe learned a little something, finding a little bit of speed. As you see, he's closed right back up. He and Sheldon Creed closed right back up to Justin Allgaier.
Final time off of turn 12 in stage 1. Allgaier is a stage-winning machine. He swept at Darlington, he swept at Charlotte, and he's going to win stage 1 here at Portland. Off we go in stage 2.
Oh, you see Sheldon Creed gets to the inside of Van Gisbergen, heading down into turn 1. Incredible to see the restart he was able to get. I don't know if Shane missed the gear there or if Sheldon just timed that out perfectly.
Oh, that was close.
Allgaier dives in for the race lead in front of Creed.
Oh, Van Gisbergen loses all his momentum along with Cole Custer. You see Truex get to his inside.
Josh Bilicki did the same.
Well, now that 97 is in a dogfight. He's in a defensive position. Everybody's going to try to dive bomb here, and it's just a hornet's nest.
Yeah, and everybody knows he's good. They're not going to give him any extra room. You see guys get stuck on the outside. It looks a little bit rougher to the outside, but this is going to bring in that passing zone. These guys all, I think we saw the tear-off actually finally fly off of Chandler Smith's car.
And some really, really good.
Oh, Herbst is looks like he slid off the racetrack right there. Maybe somebody got into the back of him or he got into the dirt a little bit too much.
I think he was able to keep it rolling. We got damage on the 97 of Shane Van Gisbergen. A lot of our contenders to win this race find themselves deep in the field with damage now, sliding on and off the racetrack. Riley Herbst under attack now from Sammy Smith.
Yeah, and that damage on the front of the 97, I don't think that's going to get better. There's some bars up there. If that gets pushed in, it might be hard to turn to the left. You see that rubbing, that right front tire might get caught on that.
He was the race leader. Now he's fallen back to 7th, talking about Shane Van Gisbergen.
And you know, guys, it just seems like we're in our 3rd year at this track. It's getting harder to pass. First year, I know we had the rain. It was a little bit of an outlier. Last year, we just talked about, Van Gisbergen's off. You see, he's going to have to cut back on, and we've talked about this. Be careful. Don't get too aggressive getting back on. He had a good angle there.
Yep.
Coming back on. Actually came on quite a bit earlier.
Yeah, he did.
You see where that curving started is where that really thick lip was. It almost looked like the front of that car started bouncing a little bit.
Right there. Come back on. It's maybe too much speed.
Yeah, and I think some of that, guys, and Trevor, what do you think? I just see some of that being the dirt that's thrown off the car in front of you, magnified with you getting in there just a little bit too deep. And hey, they're pushing it for everything it's worth right there.
Well, he's lost the lead twice essentially because of restarts, and I think he's just trying to get back to the front, pushing a little hard. You see the car in a 4-wheel slide. That's normally a little too much speed if you've got both ends of the car sliding around. That's not a balance issue. You just got in there deep at a bad angle. Got a left front down here on the 5 car.
Yeah, Anthony Alfredo's had such a good year so far. Won the $100,000 at Dover in the Dash for Cash. Came in above that playoff cut line. Fought through a lot of adversities last Saturday at Charlotte for a top 20 finish, but an unscheduled pit stop here halfway through stage 2 for Alfredo.
Clearly running the fastest lap times. Such a smooth, calm race, like the exact opposite. Oh, you see Kligerman's off.
The opposite of that, you mean?
Yeah, that is. See what happened to him here. That's in that same section we've seen so many cars go off in, whether it's from the dirt being thrown out from the car in front of you, same exact place. Makes you think somebody maybe has run off the track right there and thrown a lot of dirt to see two guys in the same lap go off.
So we see something unfold that we don't anticipate here in the last few laps.
See that dust cloud you've been talking about, and that's an off-camber corner. The good thing for Parker, though, is he only loses 3 spots after running off the racetrack there. He is trying to get on that access road and get turned to come back on. See that aggressive turn, knowing how rough it is getting back on if he waits too long. We see 39 go around.
And you almost wonder if Kligerman goes off because someone threw some dirt off the track.
He throws some
C
more
goes
on.
off because Kligerman threw some dirt on the track.
This is where it's got to happen if someone's going to come under green and flip it that way.
Well, the nerves are off now. These crews have made a pit stop under caution. If I'm in that window, I'm pitting here. I'm jumping the stage. We've seen people stalling out, not able to get track position. I know it didn't work out for Shane Van Gisbergen, but we have that data to know how far back he was. I'm going for it.
And they elect not to do that here. Pits have closed with 2 to go in the stage. So the only one to play the pit road games and pit under green today, stage 1 or stage 2, was Van Gisbergen in stage 1. Worked for him there, doesn't do it here. And Justin Allgaier out front by nearly 2 seconds, going to try and get the stage sweep for a 3rd consecutive race.
And again, I know that these pit stops are so different, but I bring it up because Sheldon Creed, Josh Bilicki have track position. We saw them leapfrog multiple cars. So if you're Justin Allgaier, that lead's great, but that doesn't give you a big cushion here. Coming on the pit road at the end of the stage, taking those tires, it's going to be really tough to hold that lead.
They have nothing to worry about. Jim Holman is on the jack.
You think Larry Mack ever changed time?
Uh-oh.
Matt DiBenedetto.
Yeah, Matt DiBenedetto stopped on track. We stay green for now. Could be irrelevant as this is the final lap of the stage. Allgaier getting by Alfredo, heading down to turns 10, 11, and 12 for the final time in stage 2. There's the caution, and Allgaier can now cruise.
For Matt DiBenedetto there, I was going to say, we've all heard the stories. Back in my day, I was on top of the pit box and changed tires. I never thought I'd see it again, but here we are today.
Allgaier's just been remarkable when you look at the stages. 10 stage wins in 2024, and he has now swept the stages in 3 consecutive races. Front row, Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed. Here we go, final stage in Portland, Oregon.
See Allgaier check up a little bit. He saw Creed rolling that outside. But Creed's still great through the gears here, able to pull up to the outside of Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, Creed
Smith out of line there.
Side drafting him just a little bit, getting down to 1. They know how important this restart is.
He gave him a lot of room, but now he's got the preferred line in turn 2. Runs Allgaier a little wide. See a lot of cars going through the maze there, started by Riley Herbst, Josh Bilicki off the track.
Sheldon Creed jumps to the race lead in front of Justin Allgaier.
Gets in a little deep into 4, leaves the door open for Justin Allgaier now.
Yeah, Creed got a little bit loose there, and Justin filled the gap. And you see right here, this is the side-by-side that we talked about. You're in a good position in one corner and then the wrong position in the next. And these guys, they know how important the track position has been today, but Sheldon Creed to the front.
And Justin Allgaier is going, where did all these Gibbs cars come from? He's surrounded.
Chandler Smith with an incredible restart up to 3rd. Here it is down into turn 1.
You see him here on this outside. He's able to get in turn 1. Gives Justin Allgaier a lot of room and then has the preferred line, as you talked about, as he crosses back into turn 2.
You know you're not going to make it. Use up as much as you can to get through the maze right there.
Battle for the lead is on again. Here comes Justin Allgaier. He's going to grab the top spot, or is he headed to turn 3? Creed explodes. They're side by side heading to turn 4. Chandler Smith is right there. Contact up front.
Yeah, Justin's in the preferred position right here. He's going to run Sheldon out just a little bit wide. See if Sheldon gets into the back of him to get him.
Well, Allgaier started it here. He got into Sheldon Creed there.
Oh, yeah. And one thing about it we've learned about Sheldon Creed, if you give it, he's going to give it right back. Getting into turn 6, got in a little bit deep, ran wide. He gives Justin just a little bit of breathing room, and man, that's what you need as the leader. You don't have to run a defensive line like into this corner.
Look who's back.
Van Gisbergen shoots to the inside of Chandler Smith, and of anyone I don't want to see behind me, that's the guy.
Van Gisbergen, he's fought through a lot today.
Oh.
And here he is in third.
This is going to end bad for somebody because patience are running short.
How is it not already? I don't know how these guys haven't run off track. Oh, right here, we're probably going to get a little dirt on the tires, but Shane Van Gisbergen kept getting to the inside, challenged Creed 5-6 times, finally gets by, and now Sam Mayer follows him through.
The best thing for Shane Van Gisbergen right there is that Sam Mayer might clear him as well, and it's going to give him a little bit of breathing room because Creed's going to be mad at the way he was raced right there. If you're Van Gisbergen, you want to get just far enough away that he can't get back to your rear bumper.
Well, he's back.
13 laps to go. I want to give a call to Cole Custer. Had the tire problem on the pit stop. Restarted outside the top 25. He is in the top 15. Here comes Sam Mayer. He's through to third, getting by Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, and those guys know we've got to get by it because Justin Allgaier has almost a 3-second lead right now. Yeah, and we're going to find out is what does the 7 car have in it? Once we have a caution,
First,
complete reset now.
We had that caution on the final lap of stage 2. But this is the first time that the game really has changed when you talk about the caution in the middle of a run today. Third caution of the afternoon. Restart, 9 to go.
Oh, Allgaier waited just a little bit, trying to catch Shane off guard, and it worked well. And you see Sheldon Creed fill in that middle. Great restart for the fourth position.
3 wide for second. Mayer is there. Chandler Smith is there. Yes, 4 wide for a moment.
Chandler thought better, but now he's 4 wide again.
Creed gets through to second. Sam Mayer is there. Van Gisbergen going in the wrong direction. They're wrestling for position in turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I think this is great news for Justin Allgaier because Creed's car is not as good as the 97 and the 1 at this point in the race. Did you see the 97 get into Sam Mayer a little bit in turn 4?
A lot of problems for Joe Gibbs Racing on this restart. We see Chandler Smith. Sheldon Creed going to be penalized, and we've got a crash off of turn 12.
Brandon Jones involved in that.
Brandon Jones is 3 feet in that tire barrier. Look at how deep that car is.
Look at this. Will this be the final restart? Do we get another caution? Front row, Justin Allgaier in control. Beside him, Shane Van Gisbergen.
There was again that little bit of a double checkup in the middle of the zone. Got a good jump. Shane's going to have a chance to jump to the inside here with Sammy Smith on his outside.
Sammy Smith is there, right behind the battle for second. Sam Mayer. Allgaier grabs the lead into turn 1, turn 2.
Shocking that all of those guys made it through turns 1, 2. Look at the run that Van Gisbergen gets out of turn 2. Going to be to the inside of Justin Allgaier to go through turn 4. Oh, look how loose Van Gisbergen is on his inside.
Turn 4, turn 5. The battle for the lead is on. Inside of 5 laps to go at Portland. There goes Shane Van Gisbergen. Around Justin Allgaier, they have contact.
I think Justin feels like maybe a little bit unfair there. You saw him get to the back of Shane.
I didn't see much unfair there.
I didn't either.
Good hard racing.
I didn't say what we saw. I'm saying what he thought he felt.
Once Shane Van Gisbergen gets back to the white flag, the next flag would end the race. Something to keep an eye on as we also watch Sam Mayer limping around the racetrack with that tire issue.
Yeah, this is getting good. The 7's a little quicker than the 97 right now. It's going to be all about putting together the perfect lap here on the white flag lap.
We heard him talk about making those adjustments on the 97 at the last pit stop, and they have woken up the beast.
Here they come off of turn 12, back to the start-finish line. They'll see the white flag this time. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Shane Van Gisbergen in the lead and trying to finish it off here in Portland.
And he got off at turn 12 really well, but you see Allgaier sails it down into turn 1, closes right up to the rear bumper. He's loose off of turn 2 though, and not going to get the drive that he needs on the exit.
What a day it's been for SVG.
Which part of it, Adam? Off the track, on the track?
Qualifies up front, but has been banged up throughout the afternoon, sent in multiple directions, time off the track, but stayed in the game, the late rally, the awesome restart, and now just a half a lap away from his first career victory in an Xfinity car.
Well, he had to work for this one. We think back to Coda when he's leading on the last lap and it gets taken away. He shows up at the Chicago Street Course in the Cup Series, thinks, hey, this might be easy, but now in the Xfinity Series, he's had to fight for it.
Truex is off track. Down the back straightaway, turns 10, 11, and 12 for Shane Van Gisbergen. Supercar champion, comes to the States. Trevor talked about his hot start, winning for the first time ever in a Cup car at Chicago. Today, the 13th time he's driven an Xfinity car, and he's going to get it done. Career win number 1 for Shane Van Gisbergen comes in Portland, Oregon.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.